Hello everyone. I know I haven't made any videos in quite a while. I've been super busy with all kinds of various things going on in my life and in my business. But I wanted to touch on the big beautiful bill and what it means for our industry. If you've been following this at all, you know the original language of the bill had sought to remove suppressors, short barrel rifles, short barrel shotguns, all that from the NFA, basically everything but fully automatic weapons. And it sought to remove those from the NFA so that you would be able to purchase them just like you purchase a regular handgun, a regular rifle, a regular shotgun. You would fill out a Form 4473, do a background check, or like in North Carolina, you can use a concealed carry permit to bypass the background check portion. Unfortunately, that did not make it through due to compromises and the way government works. And that's typically how these things go. We ask for everything and then we settle for a little bit less, but it's more than we had. So essentially we took a step in the right direction with this bill. What it does is eliminate the $200 tax for those items. Now, yes, you still have to fill out a Form 4. You still have to submit your fingerprints and pictures, and those items are registered with the government. Again, I know it's not ideal and people are all up in arms about it, but it is a step in the right direction, which is always better than a step in the wrong direction. But something that I haven't heard anyone talk about that I wanted to address about it is with the elimination of the tax, now it essentially creates a used market for short barrel rifles, short barrel shotguns, suppressors, any other weapons, any of those things. Whereas in the past, there really was not a market other than for high-end pieces, okay? So for a normal, let's say a 22 rimfire can that costs $400 brand new, okay? In order, let's say you purchase that and you decide you don't like it, or you hit hard times and need to free up some cash, or you want to buy something else and get rid of that to make some money for it. With the $200 tax as it is now, that really wasn't feasible because you would have to pay $200 to transfer it from yourself to a dealer, and then another $200 tax to transfer it from the dealer to your buyer. So $400 worth of tax to transfer a used NFA item. Well, that, again, other than high-end pieces, that was not really feasible. But with the passage of this bill, reducing that tax to zero, yes, you still have to go through a SOT holder who is a dealer or manufacturer or whatever, like myself, or various other gun shops that sell suppressors and short barrel rifles and all those things. You still have to go through someone like me to do a transfer, but there will be no tax. So you could sell that suppressor to your neighbor or whoever you wanted to sell it to, even online, whatever, with no tax. So whereas before, that $400 essentially put used items, NFA items, there was no market for that. This will create that, and that is a good thing for our industry. That is a good thing for you as a gun owner to be able to purchase used suppressors or short barrel shotguns, short barrel rifles from other people, save yourself some money. So I consider it a win, and I think it's a good thing for our industry, and I'm hoping that eventually we'll get to where we want to be, where it's not, those items are no longer on the NFA registry, but we'll take it as we can get it. So if you've got any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments below, or you can shoot me a message and I'll try to answer them. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys have a good night.